Black, Latino, Asian, straight, LGBT, disabled, and or otherwise marginalized have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells, and some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom and justice left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Ferguson, Missouri. Go back to Chicago, Illinois. Go back to Baltimore, Maryland. Go back to Massachusetts. Go back to Sanford, Florida. Go back to the University of Wyoming. Go back to the slums and the ghettos of Detroit, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I too have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the MLK's dream. I too have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I too have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down at the table of brotherhood. I too have a dream that one day, even in the state of Missouri, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I too have a dream that your children and my children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin or their sexual orientation or their economic status, but by the content of their character. I too have a dream. I too have a dream that one day down in Washington, D.C., with its vicious racists, with its politicians having their lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there at our nation's capital, black Democrats and black Republicans will be able to join hands with white Democrats and white Republicans as sisters and brothers. I too have a dream. I too have a dream that one day little gay children can attend school with little straight children without fear of becoming a victim of hate crime. I too have a dream today. I too have a dream that people from all races will quit pointing the finger at each other and point at self recognizing that we all must take responsibility to end hatred. I too have a dream. I too have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. And this is the faith that I go around the country with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to get out of jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. And this will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And not only that, let justice ring. For without justice, freedom isn't really freedom at all. And a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let justice ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let justice ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let justice ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let justice ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let justice ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let justice ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let justice ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. From every hill and molehill of Mississippi, let justice ring. From every mountainside, let justice ring. And when this happens, when we allow justice ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Thank you.